Hello everybody and welcome to my kitchen. I'm Chelsea and today I'm going to show you how to make an apple torte. And the reason we're doing this is my husband came up with this cool idea for us once a week to have a themed dinner. And so we're doing French cuisine tonight. And so I'm going to start with dessert and then we'll do some other recipes as well. So to make the apple torte, first thing you need to do is preheat your oven to 350, and then you want to prepare a torte pan, which you can use a pie pan as well, but this is just easier to use if you're going to make tortes. I mean, it was less than $10. Go get one. So I put some cake release on that. And I have shared that recipe with you several times, but remember it's equal parts of flour, butter, and oil. And I'll just keep it in my fridge. It's awesome. Now, I had all these beautiful Honeycrisp apples and I needed to use them, so I'm like, apple torte, perfect. So what I did was cored them, peeled them and sliced them pretty thin, and I've just put some lemon juice over this so that they won't turn brown. So we can just set those aside because I don't need them quite yet. We're going to start, and it's funny because this recipe is European, so I had to convert everything. So we're going to start with sugar, and you need almost 3/4 a cup of sugar. So I'm going to go ahead and put that down in here. And then we've got 2 eggs that have been out. The oven's ready. 2 eggs, and they're at room temperature, so I'll put those in here as well. And the zest from 1 lemon. And then finally 1 teaspoon of vanilla. To put that in here. And I'm so excited that we're doing French night because, I mean, my husband's very Sicilian, but my family on my mother's side, very French. So it's just fun for me to dive into all these cheeses and stuff. So I'm going to mix this up. It really helps if you plug it in. So here we go. And I'm keeping this at a pretty low speed. I'm on a 2. So I don't really want to beat those eggs too much. Okay, and so now we're going to add our next ingredients. I have 2 ounces of butter, and this is very soft. So let me just raise this up. And I'll put this in here. You can actually melt it and let it cool off if you want, but this is so soft it's going to blend right in. So we'll let that get to work. I'm going to speed it up just a little bit because I want that to all get incorporated. Next we'll add a 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. And then I've got a couple of more ingredients to add. So cameraman, if you could back up just a little bit, and I'm going to show these things. So I'm going to use 00 flour, which is an Italian flour, but it's wonderful for this torte. So let me just check. I have a cup and a fourth of flour. Then I have almost 2 tablespoons of baking powder. And then finally, almost a cup of Greek yogurt. So I'm going to add those into the blender a little bit at a time. So I'm going to start with the yogurt. So it's kind of messy. So let's do a little bit of that, and I'm going to do a little flour at the same time. Okay, let me mix that, and I'm just going to continue until everything is mixed up. Just lift, put that down in there, and it's looking great. Get the rest of the yogurt. You can also use cream cheese if you want instead of yogurt. It's totally up to you. And here we go with some flour. Not quite all of it. All right, let's mix that up. All right, we're ready to put the torte into the pan. I should say it's like almost like a pie crust, but thicker. I'll just put this down in here. Okay. So I'm just going to spread this out evenly. And then we'll do the fun part with the apples. And this is pretty thick, so don't let that surprise you. The first time I made this, the conversions weren't right on the recipe, so I didn't use enough flour. So it was pretty thin, but it's still delicious. But I made sure that everything is perfect for you guys. In fact, if you have a little scale, let me just show you this real quick. If you have a little scale like this, and you can just zero it out after you put a bowl on it and measure everything. So if something called for 200 milliliters, then you fill it up. Then you can change the units and figure out just how much it is in cups or ounces. So it's really a cool trick to do. Well worth the 10 bucks. And I just use it all the time. So I'm gonna just bang this down a little bit. Looks a little heavy on that side. So now, this is the fun part. You take your apples and you're just going to just start laying them down. Very easy to do. And it just looks so pretty. I'm just leaving a little bit of an edge for the torte, not much. And I only did 2 apples, but if I need more, I've got some more apples. I can hurry up and peel another one, but I think we're going to make it just fine. So here is the beautiful tort design, but we're not done. You're going to need some cinnamon, and I'm going to just sprinkle that over the top. So I want a nice dusting of cinnamon. And then confectioner sugar. So you really want to coat this. So I'm giving it a really nice dusting with confectioner sugar. And now I'm going to place it in my preheated oven, 350 for 45 minutes. Then we'll take it out and let it cool for 10 to 15 minutes. And then I'll take it out of the torte pan and show you. Here's our beautiful apple torte. Isn't it great? And I'm going to show you. Let me just slide it out. See, cake release. I'm in love with it. So I'm just going to ease it up. You can see it's just lifting right off the pan. We'll move it over here. I like the black plate because it's such a great contrast. We're almost finished. A little bit of dusting. No confectionate sugar. And there is our beautiful apple torte. So I want to thank you for watching, and I'm going to challenge you. Do some nights like we're doing, French nights, we've done Mediterranean, we're doing Italian, we've got some great things planned. So I want to hear your ideas and what you're going to cook. But meanwhile, thumbs up if you like this recipe and like this video, and please subscribe and tell all your friends. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you next time.